if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back.
Reporter, ladies and gents, we are going to talk about this article. I'll of course give you my thoughts. You give me yours in the comments below. And before we start, just remember, write this down, remember it. Bob Iger on opposing Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. It's about right and wrong. During a conversation with CNN Plus anchor Chris Wallace, and CNN is already losing money on CNN Plus, I just thought that was noteworthy. The former Disney CEO and chairman weighed in on whether major companies should address matters of extreme public interest and concern. This came out yesterday, March 31st at 5:46 p.m. There's Bob Iger. He's a fucking idiot.
Yup!
Former Disney CEO and chairman Bob Iger addressed Florida's Don't Say Gay bill on Thursday when he joined anchor Chris Wallace on his new CNN Plus interview series. Noting that a lot of these issues, such as the bill, are not necessarily political, Iger emphasized, it's about right and wrong. He continued, "So I happened to feel, and I tweeted an opinion about this Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. To me, it wasn't politics. It was what's right is right and what's wrong, and that just seemed wrong. It seemed potentially harmful to kids, and it seemed as though it would do exactly what it shouldn't do, and that is to foster compassion and understanding and acceptance and enable young kids who might be gay to feel more confident, more comfortable, and more part of society, if it could be discussed freely as opposed to kept in the closet." The Florida House of Representatives passed the House Bill 1557. I'm not going to call it that because that name is, it's wrong and it's misleading. And that's the problem with outlets like the Hollywood Reporter, is they're so high on their own supply that they just ignore facts. On February 25th, the same day, Iger tweeted his support of President Joe Biden's statement, labeling it a hateful bill. Well, I mean, let's be honest, Pop doesn't know what day it is, and we've all seen the clips of him talking off his cliff notes for a press conference because he can't remember anything. And I know what you're thinking, but ETEP, anybody in that position of power has so much going on. How can they possibly remember talking points? How can you not if they're that important? That's my question.
Yup!
The legislation would, as Wallace described in the discussion, ban teachers from including topics such as sexual orientation and gender identity in curriculums until 3rd grade. Kids before that don't need to know about that. They don't need to learn about that unless their parents are teaching them at home, which it's your parents' job, and I've said this before, it's a parent's job to teach, to educate your kids. The school's job is to enable their ability to learn, not to indoctrinate them, which is what this is tantamount to if it was to remain unchecked. This is a quote. This is a quote from Pop. "I want every member of the alphabet community, especially the kids who would be impacted by this hateful bill, to know that you are loved and accepted just as you are," Biden tweeted in opposition. Yeah, sure, so he can smell your fucking hair.
Yup!
"I'm with the president on this," Iger wrote at the time. "If passed, this bill would put vulnerable young alphabet people in jeopardy."
It's all bullshit. All of it.
No, it would not. No, it would not. Because kids at that age don't know if they're alphabet or not. They have no idea. They do not know. This is the problem with this. This is why they're trying to indoctrinate these kids. We're going to cover we'll talk about the leaked footage from the Disney meeting, the Reimagine Tomorrow, which Disney Reimagine Tomorrow would be, 90% of humans are gay.
Want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts!
Wallace commented there was a big question as to whether or not Disney was going to come out against the bill or not. He noted that eventually Iger's successor, Bob Chapek, did, and Bob Chapek's an idiot. I can't stand him. He's as dumb as Iger. Chapek released a memo on March 7 telling staff Disney hadn't released a statement sooner because they are often weaponized by one side or the other to further divide and inflame. He apologized later for the company's handling of the bill, saying Disney would pause all political donations in the state and increase support for advocacy groups working to combat similar legislation in other states. Disney employees staged a series of walkouts earlier this month, which the walkouts were a joke. The walkouts were unsuccessful. Barely anybody showed up that actually worked for Disney, and of course you had a bunch of, people, regular folks show up, and I say regular, the Alphabet Mafia showed up, a few of them. There wasn't many. There wasn't as many as this article would lead you to believe. That's why they don't talk about how many people that weren't there. Disney employees staged a series of walkouts, as we said earlier, and while the company and Chapek received much criticism for their overall handling of the response. Well, they received criticism from people who aren't sycophants, weirdos, and child groomers. That's who is pissed off, because this bill protects kids. It doesn't hurt kids. Iger explained to Wallace that he had to contend with this a lot, the decision of whether Disney should weigh in on matters of public interest, and the filter I used to determine whether we should or should not weigh in considered a few factors. What would its impact have on our employees, on our shareholders, and our customers, he said. Well, your shareholders are going to be pissed there, Bob. Let's be honest. The shareholders are not going to be happy with Disney politicizing itself, and, this is the thing with this. The whole alphabet community is like, 5 to 6% of the entire U.S. population. Yet they're screaming and shrieking and pissing themselves because they want over-representation, which is ridiculous. While speaking with Wallace, Iger also commented that when dealing with right and wrong, or with something that does have a profound impact on your business, he thinks one has to do what is right and not worry about the potential backlash to it. Iger added, I think CEOs, one of the things that CEOs accept as a responsibility is that they're going to have to weigh in on issues, even if voicing an opinion on those issues potentially puts some of your business in danger.
I'm in danger!
Yes, absolutely. So, stupid over here thinks that, grooming children is fine, which is what I'd expect from somebody like him who supports, the current president who, let's be honest, hi, how's Hunter doing? Yeah, not too good, huh? He's a POS.
Yup!
These are the people, these Hollywood idiots. These are the people that are telling you that you're a bigot for not wanting your children to be groomed by the public education system. They want to placate mental illness. I will beat this drum until the end, my dying breath. They want to groom your children into thinking that they can switch genders. This is why the DSM, if you pay attention to science, the DSM just changed. They're changing all these definitions to create confusion, and it's sick. Now the DSM is politicized. It's disgusting, and as a parent, I could not be more revolted by this stance by Disney, who, touts themselves as a family-friendly company, but then supports pedophiles and weirdos. It's disgusting. And I don't say weirdos speaking of normal gay and lesbian folks. No, it's the rest of the alphabet mafia. You don't get to have LGBTQXYZ LMNOP ampersand pound. No. You can't just keep adding shit onto it because you're like, oh, this guy thinks he's a toaster. Well, put the T in there. Come on. No, T. We all know what T stands for. We're gonna take a look now at this leaked footage from these Disney meetings to reimagine tomorrow and listen to the statements by these sick fucks.
We removed all of the gender greetings in relationship to our life skills. So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We provided training for all of our cast members in relationship to that. So now they know it's hello everyone or hello friends.
It's disgusting.
We are in the process of changing over those recorded messages, and so many of you are probably familiar when we brought the fireworks back to the Magic Kingdom. We no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We say dreamers of all ages.
I'm here as a mother of two queer children, actually. One transgender child. And one pansexual child.
Liar!
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there for a minute. I have a transgender child and I have a pansexual child. I want to know how old this bitch's kids are, because that's fucking child abuse. That is child abuse, and it is disgusting. It is disgusting. This breaks my fucking heart that this insane pig has children that she's responsible for, that she is, I'll guarantee you, I will guarantee you that they were not pansexual and transgender before she pushed them in. I will guarantee this. This woman is this. I apologize. I do. It's heartbreaking as a parent to see the fact, and I've mentioned this before, that not everybody should be allowed to be a parent. Not everybody should be allowed to be a parent. All right, I'm gonna run this footage back. Here we go.
Of two queer children, actually.
She's lying. She's lying.
One transgender child, and one pansexual child.
No, you're not. You're a piece of shit. You're lying.
Many LGBTQIA characters in our stories, and yet we don't have enough leads and narratives in which gay characters just get to be characters.
On my little pocket of, like, you know, Proud Family, Disney TVA.
And then there's this idiot.
Super welcoming, Meredith Roberts, and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to.
This is disgusting. These people are sick.
Agenda. And so, like, I feel like I felt like it was. I mean, like,
did you hear that? Did you catch that? My secret gay agenda. Okay, now what she says next is, this is why my son stopped watching Disney programming. He is 6 years old. During the Summer of Love in 2020, after a completely false narrative, during the Summer of Love in 2020, Disney took it upon themselves, start advocating for Black Lives Matter on their platform, on Disney Junior. Disney Junior. Start advocating, showing BLM advertisements. At that point, we were done. No. I said, you're not watching this shit anymore. And my son, you know, there's shows on there that he absolutely loves. And that's the thing, is there's programming for boys and girls on Disney. And it's scary to think that that's not enough. Like, oh my God, we need these little children to be queer and trans and blah, 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 and whatever made up shit you want to throw out there. You know, the kids from the age of kindergarten to third grade do not need to learn this. Period.
He's right.
That last woman, you know, the idiot with I have a pansexual and a transgender. No, you don't. Let's get back to this moron statements now.
Maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess, like, something must have happened in the last, like they are turning it around. They're going hard. Let's have these two characters kiss. Let's, in the background, like, I was just, wherever I could, just basically adding queerness to, like, if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud of them. But, like, I just was like, no one would stop me, and no one was trying to stop me.
Shut up, bitch!
No one would stop me, and no one is trying to stop me. What the fuck is wrong with you? All I have to say to this woman is,
shut up, bitch!
These people are sick. I was just throwing queerness everywhere. Oh my God, he's like, kiss here, kiss there, kiss here. You know, we don't care if they're 4 years old. Look, this is everybody's get. No. This is ridiculous. You call me what you want. I don't care. But if you're not doing everything you can to protect your children from being groomed by fucking weirdos like this, it's your fault. If you don't protect your kids from this, it's your fucking fault. You let this happen. We allowed this culture to be facilitated by these fucking weirdos. And it's sick. It's fucking disgusting.
Reality that when they can erase you, when they can criminalize your existence, when they can demonize who you are, the next step is to criminalize you and take your kids.
Oh.
And we're already seeing that in Texas. So the slippery slope between these ugly messages, emanating from legislative leaders in our state, and then amplify.
Again.
Shut up, bitch!
Yup. Why is it so important to indoctrinate children? Oh yeah, that's right, because we want an entire generation of mentally ill people running around thinking that one day you're a man, the next day you're a woman, the next day you're a toaster, then you're a woman again, then you're a man, then you're, you know what, a fucking camel? I don't know. A fucking bird? What? South Park did this, you know, right when Gerald turned into a dolphin. That showed how fucking insane this is. Yeah, it was an exaggeration, but it's not really an exaggeration when you have idiots like this, you know. And that's we're not gonna watch any more of this footage because I've made my point. This is disgusting. It's not a don't say gay bill. It's House Bill 1557, and it prevents children from kindergarten to third grade being indoctrinated by sick individuals who want to take your children and make them into the image of something that you don't agree with necessarily. That's what they want. And this is why I either advocate for homeschooling or private schooling. I do. There's no way in hell I will ever send my child to a public school or a public university. Yeah, that's right. There's no way. There's no way I'm sending him to a public university. He'll go to a private school, a private university. No. We have the ability to do that, and I want him to be. I want his education and his ability to learn to be facilitated and nurtured, not indoctrinated and turned into something. Look at Bill de Blasio's daughter, and that's all you need to know about these people and what these public universities and these professors want to do to your kids. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and support the channel. I'm not asking for anything. I just want you to subscribe, ding the bell. There's channel memberships available if you want to join. If not, just subscribe. Watch the videos, share the videos, help us get the word out. We're against this. We stand against this child grooming shit. There's no way this should be allowed to go on, and the entertainment media complex wants to indoctrinate your children. That's what they want to do. Don't let it happen. For the love of God, don't let it happen, folks. Stick around. We've got the messages for the channel members. Our P.O. Box info is available at the end of before the credits roll. So yeah, that's it, folks. I'm your typical queen of the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to tell you. Do you want to send us stuff? Because this is how you send us stuff. We have a P.O. Box now. That's right. P.O. Box 924, Prudenville, Michigan 48657. If you have anything you'd like to send in to the Place to Be Reviews, that's where it goes, and that's where your packages will be coming from as well when I ship things out to you, Mike Kazoo.
I could do this all